Elon Musk drops a bombshell on Twitter's involvement in U.S. elections, all as the EU threatens to ban Twitter from its borders. We're going to see Elon's brilliant strategy for taking down the regime, and we're going to see how he actually poses perhaps the biggest threat to the future of the EU itself. You are not going to want to miss this. Yesterday, Elon Musk confirmed what patriots around the world already knew, that Twitter, the largest instant messaging platform on the planet, has indeed interfered in U.S. elections. Despite repeated denials from the highest echelons within the Twitter corporation, it does turn out that Twitter has deliberately disrupted and contaminated the democratic process. Musk was responding to a Reuters article in which the company's former head of trust and safety claimed that Twitter is, quote, not safer under Musk, to which user at EvaFoxU posted, quote, Twitter has shown itself to be not safe for the past 10 years and has lost users' trust. The past team of trust and safety is a disgrace, so it doesn't have any right to judge what's being done now, adding they had a chance, but they sold their souls to a corporation. And that is when Musk chimed in with the bombshell revelation. Musk replied, exactly. The obvious reality, as longtime users know, is that Twitter has failed in trust and safety for a very long time and has interfered in elections. Musk then said that Twitter 2.0 will be far more effective, transparent, and even-handed. Wow. Now that was an absolutely brilliant rhetorical move on the part of Elon Musk, because what he's doing is he's pulling the rug right out from under the feet of the absurd likes of these leftist trolls like Senator Elizabeth Warren and Hillary Clinton and a whole host of other liberal globalist regime hacks who are now the self-designated hatchet men railing against Twitter. For example, here's Warren's latest screed against Twitter when she was confronted by a Fox News reporter about free speech.
Republicans say that Democrats are picking on Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is doing just fine.
But do you think that users have a right to freedom of speech, even if what they're saying is wrong or offensive?
I think that one human being should not decide how millions of people communicate with each other. One human being should not be able to go into a dark room by himself and decide, oh, that person gets heard from, that person doesn't. That's not how it should work.
Now, of course, every thinking person on the planet is like, yo, Lizzie, where was this concern when Twitter was banning people left and right? Keep in mind, Musk has been restoring accounts by the tens of thousands, not deleting them. So what Lizzie is saying here is patently absurd at multiple levels. She's faulting Musk for doing what her leftist ilk were doing for years, banning people left and right, and she's conveniently ignoring the fact that Musk is freeing accounts rather than forbidding. But now you'll notice the genius in Elon's bombshell revelation, because the whole argument against him and what he's doing with Twitter is predicated on the non-negotiable importance of safety and integrity. That's exactly what was said in an official letter sent by a number of Democratic senators, including Elizabeth Warren, to the head of the Federal Trade Commission. Here's the gist of the letter. Quote, we write regarding Twitter's serious, willful disregard for the safety and security of its users and encourage the Federal Trade Commission to investigate any breach of Twitter's consent decree or other violations of our consumer protection laws. Twitter's new chief executive officer, Elon Musk, has taken alarming steps that have undermined the integrity and safety of the platform and announced new features despite clear warnings those changes would be abused for fraud, scams, and dangerous impersonation. So that's the gist of the argument against Musk. Musk is violating the safety, the integrity, the trust of the platform, all the fraud. So how is Musk responding to this charge that he's violating the safety and integrity of the platform? By revealing that Twitter itself, under the guise of these lunatic leftists, has violated the safety and integrity of the democratic process itself. I'll see your hand and raise you 20, you bluffing buffoons. You're the ones who are violating the democratic integrity of our society. You are the frauds. You and your left-wing woke ilk, you've been colluding together for years to control and monopolize the approved narrative on every single political issue, silencing any and all opposition dissent, including interfering in the integrity of the rule of law and compromising the trust and safety of the electoral process itself. And you're going to stand there and lecture me of undermining the integrity of Twitter. It's a bold and brilliant move that literally pulls the rug right from out under their feet. Musk takes their argument against him, injects it with steroids, and throws it right back at him. Now, he already teased this, of course, reported a couple of days back on Musk's announcement that he was going to expose Twitter's interference in the 2020 presidential election. A fellow by the name of ALX or ALX tweeted out, "Raise your hand if you think Elon Musk should make public all internal discussions about the decision to censor the New York Post story on Hunter Biden's laptop before the 2020 election in the interest of transparency." And Musk responded to that tweet with this, quote, "This is necessary to restore public trust." That's, again, it's a theme that keeps coming back with Elon Musk. We reported last week on Musk uncovering some rather dark secrets inside Twitter. And he was ready to tell all, quote, "The more I learn, the worse it gets. The world should know the truth of what has been happening at Twitter. Transparency will earn the trust of the people." Again, notice the rhetorical brilliance here. The woke left keeps accusing Musk of violating the trust and safety of the platform, whereas Musk is positioning himself as the one who is actually attempting to restore trust and safety after it's been so viciously violated by the woke left. And now, on top of all this, a new front is opening up in the woke war against Elon that involves the European Union. You're going to love this. But first, for you Patriot business owners out there, you have got to meet my good friend Josh Siglowski, co-founder of ERC Specialists. He has an amazing payroll protection company exclusively dedicated to understanding and maximizing what's called the CARES Act Employee Retention Credit. If you're a small business owner looking to get up to $26,000 per employee back from bumbling Biden's regime, click on that link in the description below to see if you qualify today. It's absolutely amazing opportunity. The EU and the bullies in Brussels are now threatening to ban Twitter from their borders. The Financial Times is reporting that the European Commission is requiring that Elon Musk abide by strict content moderation rules, including cracking down on so-called disinformation and agreeing to an extensive independent audit of the platform. Musk was warned that unless he stuck to those rules, Twitter risked infringing the EU's new Digital Services Act, a new law that supposedly sets the global standard for how big tech must police content on the internet. Now, let's be blunt. If I were to inform you that a major world government is threatening to ban Twitter if it doesn't crack down, in their words, aggressively on what they consider to be disinformation, and then I were to tell you that government was the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, would that sound plausible to you? Of course it would. That's exactly how the CCP thinks and acts. We are now living in a world where there's no identifiable difference between what the bullies in Brussels demand of U.S. corporations and what the CCP demands of U.S. corporations. And the Biden administration, the Democrats, and the Rhino Republicans that together comprise our globalist permanent political class have absolutely no problem with this whatsoever. So this is what we were talking about in our video yesterday on Jordan Peterson warning about the coming social credit system. Technocrats, by their nature, control. Technocrats who oversee a globalist system, globalism simply being a vast interlocking mechanism of technology and telecommunications that creates, in effect, a single worldwide political and economic system. Globalism is ruled by technocrats. And technocrats, like technology itself, technocrats are all about control and management. That's by definition what it means to be a technocrat. And the social credit system is a technocratic project that seeks to control human behavior so as to maximize safety and sustainability, particularly in relation to the ecology. It's utterly Orwellian. And we noted yesterday that the burgeoning parallel economy that's exploding quite literally all over the world is the biggest roadblock frustrating the worldwide implementation of the social credit system. And the biggest roadblock within that parallel economy is Elon Musk and the new Patriot-dominated Twitter platform itself. And so that's why the dolts in D.C. and the demons in Davos and the bullies in Brussels are going after him. It's not going to work. The world is largely moving away from these technocratic fools, and Musk will, in the end, no doubt, have the last laugh. As always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. You will definitely want to check out my latest video on MSNBC's ultra-leftist Rachel Maddow suffering a huge loss in court. You're not going to want to miss it, so make sure to click on that link, and I'll see you over there. God bless.